My 8-year-old son deliberately refused to drink the milk I warmed for him, just so his dad could visit his special friend. When I saw the photo of them together, I finally understood the truth about our 10-year marriage. It was on our 10th anniversary that I discovered the secret my son and husband had been holding. I learned that it was no coincidence that there were always spectacles on our anniversaries. They were also caused by my son to keep me from interrupting my husband's rendezvous with his first love. I stood outside the door and heard my son, who I loved dearly, saying in a clear sound, "Dad, go and see Miss Grant. As usual, I'll stay and watch over my mom. It's getting tiresome every year, and it's all my mom's fault. She's not any younger anymore. Why does she still want to celebrate your anniversary, Dad? I want Miss Grant to be my mom. I am sure she's not as melodramatic as my mom." It was on the same day that I brought up divorce to my husband, who came home late wearing perfume from a strange woman. They all forgot that I am not only a wife but also a mother. But first of all, I am an independent self. The sound of the room gradually died down. I stood outside feeling as if I had been drenched head to toe with an icy plunge numbing my bones, but I was still thinking at that moment that perhaps I was too exhausted and heard it wrong. At a moment's distraction, the cup slipped from my hand and the hot milk spilled all over the floor. Some even splashed on my skin, burning my hand. Crack, the door was opened from the inside. My son Ethan Sky looked at me and his eyes flashed with a hint of panic. Then he grumbled, "What are you doing, eavesdropping on us? Dad is right. You always sneak up on us as if we were thieves." At the age of 8, Ethan was quite tall. Not only did he have a 50% similarity with Corey Sky's looks, but he also had a cold temperament, just like Corey. Seeing Ethan furrow his eyebrows in disgust, I recalled how Corey used to act the same when he was impatient. However, upon closer reflection, Corey had never shown any patience with me. I just never noticed it myself. Ethan, who was so gentle and thoughtful as a child, had gradually become his father in spirit. I suppressed the waving emotions in my heart and looked at him silently for a moment. I wanted to get angry and question them, but I found it pointless. I managed to give a smile to Ethan. "I just got here and I almost fell, but I didn't hear anything." Really, Ethan glanced at me warily, confirming that there was no trace of anger in my demeanor before he let out a soft huff. "Clean up this mess. W, here's my hot milk." I crouched down cautiously and picked up the shattered pieces of glass, trying hard to hold back my tears. Suddenly, I felt a sense of powerlessness. "I'll ask Mary to fix milk for you. I am a little tired." Ethan suddenly got enraged and accused me. "I know you are unhappy because I am sick today, making you unable to go out on a date with my father. Can you stop being so petty? Fixing milk has always been your thing. How can Mary know how hot I want my milk to be?" Ethan had poor digestion, and I always prepared hot milk at 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Not only that, I took care of him in all matters, but he still called me petty. Then I got up and left without looking at him. Following my action was Ethan's furious slamming of the door back in my room. I turned on my computer, searched the divorce agreement templates, and prepared my own divorce agreement. At that very moment, a news update popped up, revealing photographs of the CEO of the Sky Group dining with his childhood sweetheart. Corey must have been engrossed in having fun and didn't notice the reporters in the photograph. He and a charming woman smiled at each other. I had never seen him smile so genuinely. That woman was indeed enchanting and delicate, like a porcelain doll. Meanwhile, my weary and expressionless face was reflected in the mirror beside me. Our parents arranged my marriage with Corey, and we didn't have much choice. I resisted, but it proved futile. Ultimately, our wedding was hastened due to unforeseen circumstances. For that very reason, he missed out on his childhood sweetheart. I still remember the day he said to me that he would move and focus on our lives. I believed his promise. Thus, for 10 years after marrying Corey, I dedicated myself as an industrious housewife. I lived day in and day out by taking care of Ethan and doing house chores eroded by the trivia of life. I lost my edges and my beauty as the printer's hum ceased abruptly. With a hint of anger and irritation in his voice, Corey asked, "Where is Lena?" Coincidentally, the divorce agreement was printed out. I held it and made my way out.